Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. So, we're in the Batcave. We had to play the first level on free play mode just to get enough studs so that we could purchase things and come back to the open world mode.
What can I do for you, sir?
Why the game did this to us, I am a little confused about it. I played the story mode pretty normally, so by all means I should have had enough to buy a little bit more and spend at least a decent amount of time in the overworld here. So I wanted to see where this boat would go. I guess it goes right into a race. Oh, the control is so twitchy. I'm hoping this gives me a gold brick. Yep. Good. Can't jump out of the car until it's done saving. Alright. So, what we want to do here is just find everything. Every gold brick, every vehicle. There's a vehicle apparently right behind me. So like this vehicle, to use it we need to buy it. And if we buy it at 750,000, you can't do that. So yeah, I don't know what this game is doing to me. Yeah, let's change the Green Lantern so we can fly. If I'd known as soon as I exited out of this area, I guess I could run back to the Batcave and we could just play all the other sections. So, I mean, coming out of the Batcave, we've now realized that things are so expensive for such a strange reason, for no reason really, that we're gonna need to get all of this. The Goldberg Finder is definitely one that we want. We pretty much just need to get the red bricks and then go back and do all the other levels. I don't think there's anything else that can really be done. For every attempt to get a gold brick, I mean, we can try. But if it's going to be a race, I think we'll probably skip it. If it's going to be something else that's difficult, I think we'll skip it. There you go. So Citizens in Peril, we now know, are counted as gold bricks, both in the gold brick finder and in the just white collectible you get from it. So let's come over here and then change to the Joker. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So I guess I need Batman's. Here. If we're gonna get this one, we're gonna have to get Batman in an outfit. Here we go. An electricity suit. And then run around as much as possible. Of course, if I lose this suit, I can't do anything further. So there must just be a way through this map without blowing anything else up. And if that is the case, then, well, wait a minute. Well, let's go with 2 Batmans, I guess. But that, I don't know if that guarantees this other Batman's gonna stay where he's supposed to. Now I have the bat suit, which I think will open up something somewhere. I should try and collect as many studs as possible, I guess. 4,000 studs times 8 is nothing to shake a stick at. Here we go, I think this will get us in there. And now we need Electricity Batman back. So I need to take the charge first. No problem. If the floor wasn't electrified, we could have just used the Joker there. So it's gonna be some work on a lot of these at least, to even just get a single gold brick. This is interesting that there's this little walkway here that connects to nothing. And then the back of this Arkham Asylum is right against the river. Still trying to struggle to actually get on the thing without falling. There we go. So this should work with the Joker. What that activated was a Batman outfit. Do we really need the Batman outfit? Yes we do, but we'll get this with our Joker ability. Disguises for 50,000, I'll take it, even though we won't use it. Again, disguises are, if you haven't seen disguises in any Lego game before, they're kind of dumb. I guess this is why if I'm recalling correctly, CD just wears a fake nose and funny glasses. I guess that explains why I think in Lego Marvel they finally got rid of those extras. because it just played out as a joke over so many different games that it was beyond repetitive. Here we go, we have to come in here, get the gold brick, and then ask to save again. Frankly, I would be willing to risk the game crashing for as long as it is taking to save. And yes, I guess I could be looking at the map. I don't think that helps speed this process up, though, if we did. So we've got a gold brick here, and some plants. For a second there, I thought we were going to need poison ivy. We'll get over the poison ivy and collect it. It's going to be rather strange, this whole setup. I have to admit, it's just going to be weird. By regenerating hearts. Come on, buy it. Do I have it? Yeah, let's turn off disguises. Yeah, I have regenerating hearts. Another glitch in the game. Well, thanks. Now, I do have to admit that when I play games, I usually leave them running from the beginning to the end. Unless it's an extremely long game, I don't have a tendency to close it. So yes, there may be a possibility that all these glitches I've been having are just because of this one run of it, and if I bother to reset it, it might fix all those things. I don't think that really changes anything at all, though. Truth of the matter gets down to it, if any possible load of a game is buggy, the game is buggy. These bugs don't feel, they just don't feel like they would be, they're caused by anything my actions have caused. They feel very specifically just... Alright, so we need a card to hit all these, I bet. I bet I have to hit all those trees. There you go. Can I hit trees with a card? Not fast enough. Quick, 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 quick. I almost had it. Let's try this again. Darn it! Why am I so bad at this? Actually, I don't really feel I'm bad at it. I feel like the controls of these cars are just difficult to maintain. There we go. Again, not really given any indication that that's what we had to do. You're feeling a definitely different style of gameplay here than Lego Marvel, where it was mostly just get to a point, and if you reached that point, you'd be handed a gold brick, or maybe on rare occasions there would be some trick to it, but it would be very obvious what the trick was. Here we're having a lot of things that just you have to guess. See if we can just maintain getting these gold bricks in this area and clear out this area. That would be nice. So this plant has 3 little things you're trying to break on this side. This is the only time we see these plants, by the way, in this game. They played a big part. They were a vehicle even in the first game. There may have been a few things that were left on the cutting room floor from the first game that could have come over here. But in general, I think the things that they cut and improved upon from the first game are by far a lot more and better. So every time I get a gold brick, I'm not getting like 100,000 studs or anything. And because I'm not getting a lot of studs, I am going to quickly run out of them. We do need to get in here and take on Poison Ivy though. Because her ability may be necessary in certain areas. I think they very well might will be actually. So let's clean off this gate. Hope that opens this gate and allows us in to fight against Poison Ivy and unlock her. There we go. Here we have some Poison Ivy goons.
It's time to go green.
It turned me around. Why do all these characters have this magical ability now to just disappear and reappear? This area is really big. It's really big and sort of empty. So I imagine they plan to do something with it at some point. What am I trying to do? Guess I'm trying to find where she is. It seems to indicate that she's over here. I think what she did is she took a side section. That's where she showed up. Let's just run up here, make sure there's no collectibles or anything. See, there's like a whole section there, and a whole section here. Just jump down here. She's not there. And this really feels like a hide-and-go-seek level. How could you make a level this big? Something must have just been way off on the scale. Because any good level designer would have said, this is huge, this is way too big. Nothing's gonna fit. Ah, she's over here. Well, it's just gonna be really empty and require tons of walking. So she is just hiding. Yeah, this is just hide and go seek. Just go to the next section. The right way to do something like this would be to have them jump at most 1 or 2 screen lengths away. Not anywhere this far. Most LEGO games, when they do something like this, they barely jump a few feet from where they were before. There's just some height or something that you can't reach and you have to raise a bridge or something. But to have to, even here, cross over this entire huge botanical garden with nothing in it, it's just repetitive. Alright, 125,000 to get Poison Ivy unlocked. And it just feels like there's nothing here. Was this gonna be like a Superman level and they wanted you not to be able to fly away, but you could still fly? I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense. And I can't really look up, so it doesn't even seem like there's anything there. I didn't know I could hurt people that way. Now if I do this and beat him up, do I get his goon? Nope. So I assume at some point I'm going to be able to unlock that as a character that's playable. So let's view the map. Really, there is a gold thing? There's like a vehicle here, a gold thing here, and this here. And then that practically cleans out this area. So let's work our way upward on the outside of this. We'll often find gold bricks like, or at least something, over inside the heads of the mini-kits. But trying to control that thing is such a nightmare. Here. Right. If the gold thing is not above, and it's not some like fly around race, which I don't see anything that would indicate that. Let's go this way. It must be hidden somewhere here in the middle of the plants. Must be somewhere here. Right? Where are you, gold brick? the gold brick detector on, right? Gold brick finder on. Interesting. Yeah, it's not pointing towards anything. What does that mean? Well, could it be that it's way under the ground? Let's change to poison ivy. See if the bad guy will attack poison ivy. Apparently will. You think maybe it's in the water? Well, I think we have to leave that, don't we? Let's move on to the next bit of information. We don't want to waste too much time. It's been 27 minutes already. Here, we'll do a little driver bed here. Stand still for 5 seconds. Electricity Batman. Suck that juice out. Put it in there. Nope. Don't even need it. Let's just beat her up.
You wanna play? Okay, let's play.
She's electrocuted right now. If I walk next to her. I think that's why she's electrocuted. Come on, how am I gonna take her out? Fight? What am I supposed to be doing? That doesn't work. Are we supposed to knock the handlers back? Yes. Try this. Okay, that works. To wait till she gets away from me and then hit her. There she is. Harley Quinn is unlocked now. So we got some mini kit games. Well, no, gold brick mini games here that we can do and get a bunch of gold bricks. Let's make sure we do them all. There's a lot of gold bricks here. There we go, a little fishing game. Then some more seconds. Why does this game punish you with long save times? It's literally just a save time too. It's not like it's a load time. I'm used to somewhat long load times. But wow. Somebody had to have felt this. This couldn't just be bad porting. Yeah, let's try that again. There we go. Man, you have to be pretty precise on that. There we go. So, we're actually making a decent amount of progress towards our goals, I guess. Dippy donuts. Making donut sticks instead of round donuts. I guess it would be hard to depict a donut in this scale for Legos. So how am I gonna beat this guy?
You know what I always say? Fright makes right.
So I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna immediately get poisoned and electrocuted in the same way the series before was. I think we gotta break the gas thing. Yeah, see the front light lit up nice green. There we go, Scarecrow is unlocked. Looks like there's one over here. Creepy clown. This circus area is way better than the one in the first game. And they didn't really even make a level around it. There we go, I guess we just ride this like a vehicle. It dunked me in the water. I do believe I was just drowned. Oh, it's not quite putting me in the water, it's putting the bottom of the wind. What is it called? Ferris wheel. Yes, that's what they're called. That's hitting the water. If you could really see how this was supposed to be integrated with the first game, this area in particular, it would make so much sense if you did a level where you were running down here. In fact, there was a level that feels very much like walking down here, but we had a first perspective of this, and then it got turned into a 3D open world area in the open section. So I assume, I have no proof of it, but I assume the truth of it is that the first game got rushed out and hadn't been given the proper nurturing to become the game that this game was, combined with that game. Both games would probably been a lot better. Also have to tap X here to increase my speed. Or do I hold X? Tapping X. I'm tapping X. I don't know what it's doing, particularly. I mean, we're riding on a roller coaster right now that's going in the water, which would never be acceptable. While I'm electrocuted too, which is having no effect of it. There are a few roller coasters that will splash in a very small amount of controlled level of water, but nobody's just gonna have the whole tracks and everything completely submerged. Imagine going through this long journey is gonna get me a gold brick. There we go. That was really long. Yeah, if you were gonna do an on-the-rail shooter, why not just have us go through that? That would have been probably as fun as any of the other levels that have made us do things like that. If not more fun. Let's see. So to get the gold bricks, we're having to ride every ride. And this was cool and everything, it's just, where's my motivation? Really? I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I was just obsessive about getting 100%, there's no good guy or bad guy reason why you would be here doing any of these rides. There's no explanation, reason, or rhyme why these rides even exist, considering how nothing happens here. Well, let's look at the map. It's past the time. We've just got a total combination of gold bricks here to collect. We've got a couple of pieces of things here. I'll take that marker and cancel it. Over here there's a gold brick over here. Over here we couldn't find that gold brick, so we'll come back later. So a couple of things. Tons more stuff over here to collect. Once we get all of that stuff collected, here's a red brick we need to get. There's a red brick over here we need to get. Red brick over there, red brick here. And then just more and more stuff to do. So it's going to be several episodes of this, and Gotham is such a dark and grim area. I think that's part of the problem with it. It's just not fun to be in Gotham like it is to be in New York in the Marvel Universe. You're constantly getting attacked by goons in Gotham, versus New York, it doesn't happen as much. You don't have a Hulk that can smash things in the DC universe, although I'm sure there is some character like that. Well, anyways, we're at 28.5% here, and we have 1,000,000 studs, so as long as we maintain just picking up studs every now and then as we're running between gold brick and gold brick, I think we can continue to play in the open world and try to get all these collectibles. Ideally, at the very least, we want to get all the score multipliers before we have to go play level 2. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.